Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. First up, though, let me remind you, or if you're not aware, the nightly wind chills will range from 5 above to 5 below tonight through Wednesday night. Again, the nightly wind chills will range from 5 above to 5 below tonight through Wednesday. So with that in mind, don't be venturing out during the nighttime. And I might add a PSA at this point, a public service announcement that Oak Grove Baptist Church has been opened as a 24-hour warming center shelter. If you need to seek shelter or just need a place to warm up, head over to 700 South Missouri. They also have a generator and will continue to have power even if we start to lose some power around the city due to the ice buildup on the tree limbs. That is important to keep in mind, that Oak Grove Baptist Church is a 24-hour warming center and shelter during this bad weather. Now for that forecast. Today will continue to be mostly cloudy. We'll have a high temperature near 22 degrees, and northwesterly winds will be 9 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Wind chill value today will be as low as 6 degrees. Tonight, skies will continue to be mostly cloudy with low around 6 degrees. Northwesterly winds tonight will be 6 to 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. And our wind chill value tonight will be as low as a negative 1 degree. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny, but our high temperature will only be near 25. Northwesterly winds will be around 7 miles per hour, and our wind chill values tomorrow will be as low as a negative 3 degrees. Tomorrow night it will be mostly clear with low around 4 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 6 miles per hour, and our wind chill value Tuesday night will be as low as a negative 3 degrees. Wednesday should be sunny with a high temperature near 24. Northwesterly winds will be 3 to 7 miles per hour. Then skies will be mostly clear Wednesday night. Our low temperature Wednesday night will be around 4 degrees. Then Thursday will be sunny, and we may finally break that temperature range over the freezing point. Our high should be near 33 degrees. Then Thursday night, we'll have mostly cloudy skies, low temperature around 19 degrees. Friday should be mostly cloudy with a high temperature again near 33. Friday night will be mostly cloudy. Our low temperature Friday night will be around 16 degrees. Then Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 36. Saturday night we expect mostly cloudy skies, low temperature around 20 degrees. Then Sunday partly sunny with a high temperature near 37 degrees. And that is your weather forecast, as bad as it is, brought to you by all of us here at KSMO. With the weather and road conditions, there's not very many of us here at KSMO today. But it's still time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
I was hooked on the Paramount Network series Yellowstone since the first episode aired in June of 2018. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Many episodes addressed concerns that American farmers and ranchers are forced to deal with every day. One of my favorites had a group of animal rights activists protesting on the street in front of the Livestock Commission office. When 6th-generation rancher John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner, arrived on the scene, he sought out the group's leader. She told Dutton her group was there to protest the existence of a state-sponsored police force that protects industrialized animal farming and the mass murder of millions of animals every year. His response was golden, although not completely accurate, as farming today has much less impact on the environment, Then his words might lead one to believe. He asked her if she'd ever plowed a field to plant the quinoa or sorghum or whatever the heck it is she eats. He said, you kill everything on the ground and under it. So I guess the only real question is, how cute does an animal have to be before you care if it dies to feed you? Yellowstone character John Dutton didn't just offer that golden line. He took the next important step. He invited her to see his ranch. He wanted to understand where she was coming from as much as he wanted her to understand where he was coming from. The activist said the beautiful Montana landscape will be gone soon because of human behavior and climate change. Dutton does not flinch. He told her he is well aware of global warming. He said there will come a time when Earth sheds us like dead skin, and it will be our own fault. Find your common ground and go from there. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Have you been to agraamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. Agra America, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck, to the barn to the kitchen. Agra America is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. Agra America.
My dad says he's meeting with your dad about getting ready for next year's crops.
Oh, you must be the MFA guy's son.
Yep, I think he should try that new hybrid.
Definitely. I heard good things about its performance. Good thing Dad's got MFA.
That's right, Abby. These days you need a partner like MFA because one day it'll be your turn. Now, Jason, what about that new hybrid? I heard good things about its performance.
Called it.
MFA, your whole farm solution.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, get a Hopkins Flow Tool Giant Quick Fill Funnel for $6.99, a Performance Tool Mini Refillable Jet Torch for $18.99, Total Inflator Gauge for $27.99, and Duralube Engine Treatment $12.99 for the quart size. That's a K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
The Tigers.
Catch and shoot deep three. Good. Splashed it home from deep.
Play.
Puts up a floater. Good. He got fouled. A career high 27.
Here.
Jammed down for his first Missouri field goal.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
I need all of you to join hands and help build something special.
Catch every game all season long right here.
Ball fake. Now deep three. Left wing good.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
In Texas, up 2-3 from the previous week, with scattered dress sales at $310 to $315 in Nebraska. Box beef did close higher with moderate movement. Choices up $1.76 at $325.24, and select beef was $249 higher at $296.72. The estimated cattle slaughter of 121,000 head was down 2,000 on the week and more than 3,000 on the year. At the Mid-Missouri Stockyards cattle auction, compared to the previous test, feeder steers and heifers are mostly 5 to 20 higher. USDA says the supply of weaned and more attractive feeder cattle was very good, and buyer demand was good, with receipts up from that last test but down on the year. Medium and large number 1 feeder steers weighing 500 to 600 pounds are reported at $299 to $358.50. 6 to 7 weight steers brought $286.50 to $316. Medium and large number 1 feeder heifers weighing 5 to 600 pounds range from $282.50 to $311. 6 to 7 weight heifers sold at $260 to $275.50. Cash hogs were steady to modestly lower with moderate closing negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. It looks like most buyers had the needed near-term numbers in hand, continue to watch weather forecasts ahead of what was expected to be a big winter storm, and monitor wholesale business. It was a mostly down week for the cutout value, but there are some expectations pork can gain some ground against beef. National direct barrels and gilts closed 49 cents lower at the base price range of 77 to 81 for a weighted average of 79.59. Iowa Southern Minnesota was down 43 cents at 79.92. The Western Corn Belt was 3 cents lower at 79.83. Midwest butcher markets were steady at 55 in Dorchester, Wisconsin, and 60 in Garnavillo, Iowa. Pork closed 22 cents higher at 89.54. Big gains in butts, ribs, and bellies canceled out declines in loins, picnics, and hams. The estimated hog slaughter of 488,000 head was up 1,000 on the week and more than 1,000 on the year. We are online at brownfieldagnews.com, and you can also find us on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update.
My doctor said I could use something called a biosimilar. Then she told me what it is.
A biosimilar is a type of biologic medication. Just like brand name drugs have generic versions, original biologics can have biosimilars.
So I asked what the benefits are and if they work the same.
Biosimilars have the same safety, effectiveness, and quality as the original biologic. They also offer more medication options at potentially more competitive prices.
My doctor said I could learn more at fda.gov/biosimilars.
Yes! I finally got my first phone!
It is exciting. Let's learn a few things about online safety first.
We can secure our world. Online security depends on you and me. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click. Use multiple browsers. That's how we can secure our world.
Learn more at CISA.gov/secure our world.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Chantel Young, age 56 of Salem, passed away Saturday, December 28th. Funeral services for Chantel Young have been moved to tomorrow, Tuesday, January 7th, at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Chantel Young will also be Tuesday morning, starting at 10 o'clock and continuing till service time at noon. Burial will be in the minor cemetery. The family of Chantel has asked that you wear bright-colored clothing in her honor. Memorial contributions may be made to Wilson Mortuary to help with final expenses. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Chantel Young of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Linda Faye Wilkinson of Steelville passed away Thursday, January 2nd, at the age of 79 years. Funeral services for Linda Wilkinson will be Wednesday at 1 in the afternoon at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends of Linda Wilkinson will be Tuesday evening starting at 4 in the afternoon and continuing till 7 o'clock Tuesday evening at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home. Enter and be at the Martin Trask Cemetery, Cherryville, Missouri. And all arrangements for Linda Faye Wilkinson of Steelville are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. Lee Cordell Malone of Rolla passed away Saturday, December 28th at the age of 90 years. Funeral services with military honors will be held Wednesday, January 8th at 12 noon at the Rolla Chapel of James Garr Mortuary, with visitation for family and friends of Lee Cordell Malone also on Wednesday from 11 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. And all arrangements for Lee Cordell Malone of Rolla are under the direction of the James Garr Mortuary of Rolla. Todd Allen Constable of St. James passed away Monday, January 2nd, at the age of 62 years. Funeral services for Todd Constable will be Thursday, January 9th at 1 in the afternoon at the Rolla Chapel of James Garr Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Todd Constable will be Wednesday, January 8th from 5 to 7 at the Rolla Chapel of James Garr. Entry will be at the Wynn Maxwell Cemetery, Thursday, January 9th. And all arrangements for Todd Allen, Constable of St. James, are under the direction of the James Guard Mortuary of Rolla. James Richard Pax, age 76, of Salem, passed away Wednesday, January 1st. Funeral services for Jim Pax will be Saturday, January 11th at 11 o'clock in the morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jim Pax will be Friday, January 10th from 5 to 8 in the evening at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial with military honors will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for James Richard Pax of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. Again, we want to make sure that our listening public is aware that the Oak Grove Baptist Church has been opened as a 24-hour warming center and shelter. If you need to seek shelter or just need a place to warm up, head over to 700 South Missouri. They also have a generator and will continue to have power, even if we start to lose some power around the city due to the ice buildup on tree limbs. There are certain streets within the city limits of Salem that have been designated as emergency snow routes. These streets shall have priority over other streets for the clearing of snow, ice, and other debris. 3rd Street to the west from Highway 19 to Dilworth Lane, and 3rd Street to the east from Pershing Avenue to Iron Mountain Road. 4th Street from Pershing Avenue to MacArthur Avenue. 6th Street, which is Rolla Road, from MacArthur Avenue to Highway 19. Jackson Street to the north from 6th Street, Rolla Road, again, to the dead end. 10th Street from Highway 19 to Walnut Hill Drive. Pershing Avenue from 10th Street to Highway 3272. Center Street from Highway 19 to Craig Industrial Drive, and from Missouri Avenue to Dilworth Lane. Carty Street from Highway 3272 east to the Center Street. Craig Industrial Drive from Highway 3272 to Iron Mountain Road. Babb Lane from Highway 3272 west to Roosevelt Street. Doss Road south from Highway 3272 east to the city limits. Roosevelt Street to the east from Highway 19 to Babb Lane, and west from Highway 19 to Wine Street. Wine Street from Roosevelt Street to Highway 3272 west. Missouri Avenue from Highway 3272 west to 3rd Street. Franklin Street from Pershing Avenue to Highway 72. Dilworth Lane from Rolla Road to Highway 32 west. Remember to remove your vehicle from these routes when an accumulation of ice and snow is expected so that the route can be cleared. Your car or truck could be towed at your expense, or you could be cited for a parking violation. If you had any questions, call the Salem Police Department at 573-729-4242. The Dent County Sheriff's Department wants to inform our community about a recent scam that has come to their attention. They've received reports of a caller claiming to be associated with the Dent County Sheriff's Office, stating that there is a warrant out for your arrest. This scammer is using advanced AI technology to generate a voice that mimics our sheriff, making the call seem legitimate. Please remember that no one from the Denton County Sheriff's Office will ever call you regarding a warrant. Also, they will never call you and ask you to make payments using gift cards. If you receive a call like this, do not engage with the caller and do not send any payments. Instead, hang up and report the incident to the Denton County Sheriff's Office or the Salem Police Department. The Sheriff's Department number is 573-729-3241, and the Salem Police Department number is 573-729-6550. I'm not sure that number's correct. Be aware and stay safe and vigilant in the new year. Sleep in Heavenly Peace meeting scheduled for tonight at 5:30 at the Salem Community Center at the Armory has been canceled. Again, the Sleep in Heavenly Peace meeting scheduled for tonight at 5:30 at the Salem Community Center at the Armory in the Rotary Room has been canceled. I'm sure Patty will make sure folks are aware when that meeting is rescheduled. Denton County is accepting applications for opioid remediation projects through its opioid settlement funding. Businesses, not-for-profit organizations, and tax entities serving Denton County are eligible to apply. Applications are due January 15th. These funds come from a joint effort to hold accountable those companies that have contributed to the opioid epidemic across the nation. In 2020, the Missouri General Assembly established the Opioid Addiction Treatment and Recovery Fund to receive settlement payments. In 2021, the state received its initial settlement payment. As of January 2024, settlements continue to be negotiated and finalized by the state and the political subdivisions that signed up onto the lawsuit. Denton County is one of the 106 counties participating in the opioid lawsuit. For a project to be eligible for funding, it should be listed on the Exhibit E, Schedule B of the Missouri Department of Mental Health's approved uses for opioid remediation. There's a long, complicated URL for that, so when we run this in Your World Today, be sure and look at that URL to make contact with the Missouri Department of Mental Health's approved uses for opioid remediation website. Denton County has funding priorities in the areas of transportation, child and family support, services, housing, prevention, education, reentry services, support groups, law enforcement, and first responders, treatment court, and community support services. Those interested in applying can receive an application by contacting the Denton County Opioid Fund Disbursement Board Chairman, Lieutenant Rick Letchworth, at 573-729-3241. or go online to Rick Letchworth at dentcountysheriff.org. Letchworth will collect proposals and review projects for completeness to ensure that activities proposed are eligible, and will then submit all the projects to the Denton County Commission, along with its administrative review information for the county to make funding decisions and disperse funds at the January 30th, 2025 Denton County Opioid Fund Disbursement Board meeting. The board is asking that applicants attend that meeting to present their proposals. MRPC assisted the Commission with developing its application and process and will assist the county by ensuring selected projects are eligible expenditures under opioid settlements. MRPC will also be helping to secure required documentation and reporting. To keep up with the latest MRPC news and events, visit MRPC website at www.meramecregion.org or go on Facebook at www.facebook.com/meramecregion/. Volunteers for AARP will be conducting free tax filing assistance at the Salem Community Center at the Armory again this year. This free tax filing assistance will begin on Friday, February 7th, and continue every Friday until April 4th. Appointments can be made by calling the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 573-729-8163. This local service is provided entirely by AARP-trained volunteers and will be the 20th year that Healthy Denton County has partnered with AARP to provide this free tax service to our community. AARP Foundation tax aid volunteers are trained in filing certain tax forms and schedules, including the Form 1040. However, the Volunteers Protection Act requires that our volunteers stay in the scope of the program. If counselors feel they do not have adequate knowledge or your return is too complex, you may need to seek another qualified counselor or paid tax assistance. Items you'll need to bring with you to have your tax returns prepared include proof of identification such as a picture ID, Social Security cards for you, your spouse, and dependents, or a Social Security number verification letter issued by the Social Security Administration. You should also bring birth dates for you, your spouse, and dependents on the tax return. Also needed a wage and earnings statement or statements from Form W-2, W-2G, 1099-R, 1099-MISC from all employers. Year-end Social Security statement showing total SS received and Medicare payments, and interest and dividend statements from banks. That's Forms 1099. You should bring a copy of last year's federal and state returns if available, plus proof of bank accounting routing numbers and account numbers for direct deposits, such as a blank check or deposit slip. To file taxes electronically on married filing joint tax return, both spouses must be present to sign the required forms. The Salem Community Center at the Armory is located 1200 West Rolla Road. Appointments can be made tomorrow, if they're open, which they probably will be tomorrow, by calling 573-729-8163. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, get a Hopkins Flow Tool Giant Quick Fill Funnel for $6.99, a Performance Tool Mini Refillable Jet Torch for $18.99, Total Inflator Gauge for $27.99, and Duraloop Engine Treatment $12.99 for the quart size. That's a K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Holiday savings are going on right now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, where you can find a rugged Bluetooth speaker only $39.99. Napa 2-in-1 rooftop and hitch cargo carrier with a 2-inch receiver, pick it up for $59.99. Save 25% on select Napa branded combo ball mounts, reducer sleeves, and coupler locks. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today, and happy holidays from your friends at Napa Auto Parts Store right here in Salem, Missouri. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Town Screen in Salem.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to us courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem boys basketball Tiger teams traveled to the School of the Osage to start off their 2025 portion of their season, but they all fell short against the Indians. The Salem freshmen dropped to 1-5 on the year, and they lost to the School of the Osage 49-29. The JV Tigers also fell to the JV Indians by the score of 41-30, as their record falls to 4-3. In the varsity game, Salem tied the game at 19 in the first half, then watched the Indians go on an 8-0 run, and they never looked back, beating the Tigers 75-53. The Indians' Jackson Long hit 9 3-pointers and finished the game with 31 points. Salem was led by Braden Gapsch, who netted 18 points, followed by Lincoln Thomas with 17 more. The Tigers fall to 4-7, and they will host West Plains Tuesday, starting with the freshman game at 4:30 at the SHS Gymnasium, followed by the JV and varsity contest. Braden's side had the hat trick Friday night as the St. Blues shut out the Ottawa Senators 4-0. Jordan Bennington got the shutout, and Braden Shin also scored for the Blues, who faced the Columbus Blue Jackets Saturday in Ohio. Trailing 2-0 entering the third period, Braden Shin, Colton Pareko, Jordan Cairo, and Cam Fowler all scored in the third period. But St. Louis also gave up 4 goals as the Blues fell to Columbus 6-4. The Blues will be in Minnesota Tuesday night to face the Minnesota Wild. The University of Missouri's men's basketball dropped its SEC conference opener on Saturday afternoon, falling to second-ranked Auburn on the road 84-68. Mizzou is now 11-3 on the season, while Auburn improves to 13-1. The Tigers were led in scoring by Marquis Warwick with 19 points. They'll continue their SEC conference schedule Tuesday night against LSU. That game will not be heard on KSMO due to the Salem High School basketball contest. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs lost to the Denver Broncos 38-0. Carson Wentz completed 10 of 17 passes for 98 yards. He was also sacked 5 times behind a makeshift offensive line.
We didn't play great as a team. I didn't play my best either, but move on from this one pretty quick. You know, it was fun to get out there, fun to give myself a lot of guys a chance to just go out there and compete. But obviously, they were a better team.
Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and many others sat this one out. The Chiefs had already clinched a first-round bye and a top seed in the AFC. They finish at 15-2. They will now await their opponent for the AFC divisional round. And with those starters resting, they'll have at least 24 days between games as the Chiefs look to become the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. The Mizzou Tigers dropped their SEC opener 84-68 loss at number 2 Auburn on Saturday. The Tigers trailed by 26 in the second half. Marquez Warwick was the only Tiger to finish in double digits with 19 off the bench. Mizzou 11-3, 0-1 in the SEC. Dennis Gates.
The punches that they threw in the first half kind of put us on our heels after the 10-minute mark. It took us too long to adjust to that part of the game, but that's a good ball club, and we're just going to continue to watch the film and move forward.
The Tigers host LSU tomorrow night. The Mizzou women 0-2 in SEC play, a 68-49 loss at number 19 Alabama. The ladies in Georgia Thursday night. More men's college basketball. SLU 2-0 in the A-10 after a 73-57 win over St. Joseph's. KSMO lost for the first time in OVC play, 66-63 to UT Martin. The Redhawks 3-1 in conference play. Lindenwood has dropped its last 2 games to fall to 1-3 in the OVC. And Missouri State 0-4 in Missouri Valley play under Conzo Martin after a 69-60 loss to Bradley. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Day 1, the hardest day. The day you hear,
"This is a type of blood cancer."
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
To learn more and get help on day 2, day 28, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Holly Robinson Pete for Eggland's Best. Eggs are a staple in our diet, and there's only one egg with more delicious, farm-fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties, classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. After the top of 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. The snowfall is expected to leave Missouri today, but MoDOT says it'll take road crews most of the day to get major routes back in decent shape. Missouri's Transportation Department says it has about 1,500 snowplows operating until roads are in a mostly clear condition. The National Weather Service has deemed travel in these conditions as impossible. Drivers are urged to continue to avoid traveling on roads throughout the day. The latest road conditions are available on MoDOT.org. The post-holiday storm has dumped snow, ice, and rain on Missouri. National Weather Service lead meteorologist Matt Beitcher says power outages are a concern.
We expect travel to be severely disrupted. If folks can, at all possible, move their plans, and if they have to travel, do so very, very carefully. Make sure their car is fully gassed up and they have supplies in their car in case they get stuck somewhere.
And if you have a plane to catch today in Missouri, there might be flight delays or cancellations because of the ice and cold temps. Flights were postponed or canceled Sunday because of the winter weather. This is Missouri Now.
Healthcare.gov has plans for health because you have plans for life. All plans cover doctor visits,